Hey, welcome to a new series on the channel, Dragon Ball Z Boo's Fury. Last time we played a Dragon Ball Z game, I believe it was Legacy of Goku 2, which ended with the end of the Cell Saga, so this game picks up right after that. Alright, should I bump that at all? First I'll bump that a tiny bit for you guys. I don't know if the volume's good or not, I'll probably play around with it a fair bit during this series. Alright, let's jump into a game, shall we? I'm very excited to be recording this for you guys. I've loved this game as a kid. Here we go. Previously in Dragon Ball Z, Legacy of Goku 2. Goku's son, Gohan, was able to tap into his deepest powers and finally destroy the monstrous cell. Finally, after years of turmoil caused by Dr. Gero's androids, the Earth was brought back to normal. Except for one thing. Goku, who was killed in a desperate attempt to defeat Cell, could not be revived by the powers of the Earth's dragon. And despite a clever plan to bring him back to life, Goku decided it would be safer for the Earth if he didn't return. And so, friends and family were forced to say goodbye to the Saiyan they loved. Despite this terrible loss, the world was finally at peace. Or was it? Somewhere on planet Earth, something ancient and horrible was sleeping, a terror beyond imagination, and the forces of evil were preparing to awaken it from its primeval imprisonment. Dragon Ball Z Boo's Fury. Let's fucking go. Oh, I'm excited. Chapter 1, The Otherworld. Being the first episode, we're probably going to get quite a lot of dialogue and a lot of tutorials and things, so I might not have too much chance to speak myself. Meanwhile, millions of light years above, along the winding track of Snake Way, Goku was adjusting well to life in the Otherworld. Forgot how long Snake Way was. Listen, Kinkai, can't you run any faster? We're not making very good time. How many times can I say this? We can't make bad time here because in this world, time never runs out. Still can't wait to see the Master of Otherworld you told me about. Talk about the ultimate fighting challenge. I have to tell you, Goku, you may not think lightly of him or you're going to be in trouble. Maybe if I explain. You know I'm King Kai, and I watch over the Earth, and you're part of space. But the universe is divided into 4 quadrants. There's the North, South, East, and West quadrants, each with their own King Kai. But further above us is the Grand Kai. He rules over the Kais themselves. And he's also a martial arts master of a planet full of fighters, which is why we have to get there right away. Say, how do we get to Grand Kai's planet anyway? You have to take a plane. It's called the Higher Plane, and it's docked next to King Yama's castle at the end of Snake Way. Thanks, King Kai. I don't want to be late, so I'm going to run ahead. See you there. Oop. So, before we do anything else, I'm going to quickly turn the sound up, because it looked like it was a bit quiet there. Here we go. So here we are. Much like Legacy of Goku 2, it's very much a, top-down, running around. We can punch, we can shoot, energy blast, we can also do Kamehameha, the instant transmission. We'll get into a bit more detail of those as well, it's further down the line. We can run around, we can guard. We also have our pause screen here, Goku starting off at level 60, because I guess that is more or less where you'd expect him to be after the ending of Legacy of Goku 2. Here we can see all their stats. There's inventory, equipment, which we'll get into, options, which I think I've shown a couple times now, and there's a journal to tell you what goals you have. Alright, and one last thing I'm going to mention before we move on is, in this game, there is a scouter you can go to scan people. So you can see Goku, you get a little description, you can see their sprites, and you can do this for every character in the game, and it doesn't really do much. It's a neat little thing you can look at further down the line, but it does affect, the only thing it does affect is right at the very end of the game, you'll get some sort of title based on how much you completed. and that title will be partially dependent on how many things you scanned in the game. And this is a nightmare, and I'm not gonna do it because there are only certain times you can get certain characters, such as Gregory and Bubbles here. This is literally the only time, right at the start of the game. Other times you'll have to pause in the middle of, big boss fights and dramatic moments just to like quickly scan a guy. Sometimes you'll have bad guys that summon like little things to help them fight, and you have to scan those as well. It's a nightmare, and I'm not gonna do it personally. I think it could be fun for some people if that's, they want to hunt that sort of thing down. I don't think it's bad necessarily, but yeah, I feel like if I want to enjoy this game to its fullest, I don't want to be bogged down stopping to scan every few seconds, essentially. Also, on top of all that, there's also, you have to scan each different costume. For instance, well, you can imagine, even if you're not familiar with the saga of Dragon Ball Z at all, or anything like that, like, in a similar fashion to, like, say, Goku 2, Gohan gets a few different outfits throughout the game. And on top of that, we also have to account for him being Super Saiyan each one. Being Super Saiyan is counted as a different costume. There's at least 4 costumes I can think of off the top of my head, and that's not including, like, going Super Saiyan or what have you. So, yeah, and each of those needs to be scanned. So, I will definitely miss some if I try to go for it, I'm sure. And I'll be frank, I just don't want to deal with that. I think that's enough rambling from me. Let's actually get the show on the road. It took me too long to cross Snake Way if I just walk. I could run by double tapping the control pad. I've been doing that already. And also, they don't actually bother to mention that you have the scouting thing until way later in the game, which is a little bit of a strange choice when there's certain characters you can only get this early. Welcome to King Yema's castle. You're gonna want to talk to King Yema. Working on Mono about a break. I'm getting too old for this. Am I dead? This is really weird. I have the next soul, please. Hey, King Yema, how's it going? Well, what do we have here? Our old friend Goku. Dead again already? Goku, wait up. I'm gonna have to put a leash on you. King Kai, how in the world did you die? Well, it's a long story, you see. No time for long stories. We have to get going. Nice seeing you again, King Yema. Hey, where's the higher plane? It's the door to your left. Are you sure you don't want a cup of tea? Where are we? Well, let's get going. Door to your left. Yep. Good heaven. Oh, yes. It's so awesome. I know it. Yeah. You can't go this way. Afraid you're gonna have to wait in line like... Wait a second. You still have your body. I haven't worked here long. You're the first person I've seen who has kept their body. Please, go ahead. Hell yeah. Body privileges. You think my grandmother will be here? I wonder if they have television here. I can't miss my soaps. I know they say you can't take it with you, but they could have at least let me take my capsule motorcycle. This is the plane to heaven. The higher plane is on the other dock. Alright, so this looks like a nice plane. So the plane we're getting on. This is it, Goku. The place that'll take us to the Grand Kai's planet. What? How can we get stuck with this clunker of a plane? We wanted to ride the big fancy one. This is it, Goku. The Grand Kai's planet. Really? Doesn't look like much. Watch your mouth. Oh, sorry. Guess it's more impressive than your planet. Especially since your planet was split up when Cell exploded. Goku, don't remind me. You're a very rude man. Where is this Grand Kai? I want to see him fight. To tell you the truth, Goku, in all these years, not even I have had the privilege of seeing the Grand Kai fight. But it is said no words can describe his fighting style. Wow, so when did we meet him? We meet him when he's ready to meet you. It's not something to be taken lightly. Why don't you go introduce yourself to some of the other fighters? Maybe you'll learn something. Oh, one more thing. Do you see that circle on the ground? It's called a save circle. Then press the A button to save your game. Alrighty. So go ahead and do that. There we go. Oh. You're gonna see me do that a lot, I'm sure. Not intentionally either. So we can't just walk in. Goku! We're going to Grand Kai's house without permission. Have you no respect? Oh, this is the one I wanted. Mint condition. Should have known he'd had one. Look at her. Whoa, classic chrome detail. Real leather interior. Check out those fins. It's cool. Yeah, if you say so. Let's head on down. Greetings, Kinkai. It's good to see you. Hello, Olibu. I'd like you to meet Goku. He's new here. Hey, Olibu. Olibu's from Earth, just like you, Goku. Most of your heroic legends are based off of this guy. He's working on his 10,000 years of training, and as soon as he's done, he'll be able to train with the Grand Kai himself. 10,000 years? Does everyone have to train that long before they get to train with the Grand Kai? Well, yeah, you have to show that you're perfectly qualified, or else you'd just be wasting the Grand Kai's time. I guess. You should talk to the fighters here, Goku. They might be able to teach you a thing or two. Train with otherworld fighters. Alright, so I think most of these guys are just going to explain the controls, which I think I kind of covered earlier, but we'll go over them again just to make sure. Right at you. Some fighting tips? Sure. Not really kick butt, you have to use everything at your disposal to win. Sure, punching and kicking with the A button is cool and all, but the really good fighters use the B button to do the special techniques. That I will probably rarely use those, to be honest. I'm very much someone who just likes to just stand in front of them and just mash the A button. I just finished doing 5 million push-ups. Really get a good workout in a place where time has no meaning. Hey, you know how to block, right? Yeah, don't mind then. Alright. You wanna know how to be invincible? A technique that makes me totally invincible. It's called energy blocking. Hold down the R button to block, and then hold down the B button. You'll be surrounded by glowing energy and nothing can hurt you. Of course, it eats up your energy really quickly, and you can't do anything else while you're doing it. Don't use it in a fight, run out of energy and get totally whooped. I guess you really can't call that invincible, can you? It won't be handy if you're in a pinch. So we hold guard and then B, like an energy force field thingy. Neat. Why was I say no when he first asked? Ah, okay. I was hoping for something, I don't know, more. I am the bomb. No one can beat me. Wonder how I do it? Keep an eye on my energy and health meters. Do you see them in the upper left-hand corner? Red bar's your health meter, green bar's your energy meter. Blue bar shows how much experience you have until you get to the next level. Knowing these things is as important as knowing how to punch. But it isn't all about brute strength, you need to be smart too. All the best fighters trained using weighted clothing. You should check out those chests over there, and then come back and talk to me. 1-ton armband, 1-ton boots. Hey, do you know how to equip things? I can show you off. If you want to find out more. I'll let him just explain it. Now press start, press the L button, cycle through the menu options till you get the equip menu. From the equip menu, you can select from 4 different types of equipment. You can choose to equip one of each type, and change them whenever you like. Thanks for the tips. Again, the wrong button. Oh yeah, we can go down here and have a look at the description. Let's go here. So the only things we have right now are these. So these armbands, well, these armbands and boots will lower our speed, as you can see there by the red, but it means that we'll get more experience as per, I think you get experience based on every enemy you defeat, so it'll be more experience based on that. Alright, so let's equip that as well. So our speed's going to be a bit low. Unfortunately, I'd be used to that because there's really no reason. I don't know, to me there isn't really any reason to not have that on. For more or less the entirety of the game. Maybe I'll take it off in like post-game or something, but we'll see. What is with all these guys? They keep talking about the A button and health meters. Do they think that we're in a video game or something? Excellent. I know where to get items for free. Interested? If you faint enemies, sometimes they'll drop items and zenny coins on the ground. Pick up the items, you have to walk up next to the item and press the A button, but you can pick up the coins just by walking over them. Alright, let's go see what Olibu has to say. Hey Goku, up ahead is the Battlefield Royale. It's a grueling maze full of strong fighters. An incredible fighting challenge. Incredible fighting challenge? I'm so there. I admire your enthusiasm. However, many of these fighters have been trained for hundreds, even thousands of years. Are you sure you're ready? I think so. Good luck, Goku. Alright, let's take them on. You're going down, rookie. Alright, first 2 enemies. And they're done. As you can see, just those 2 enemies alone nearly filled our experience bar. It won't take us very long to get some level ups going. Look what we have here, boys. A newbie. There we go, level 61. As it said there, we currently have 3 stat points. So every level up will earn 3 stat points that we can then put into these 3 stats. For some reason you can't just dump it into speed, which is just a mild shame, but well. I think speed will only ever be affected by equipment. So strength, I believe, affects your physical attacks. Power affects your special attacks, like the energy blast and coming out hard and all that. And endurance affects how much damage you take from enemies. So I like to just pour all of my points into strength early on. And not think about it too much. Made it this far? Must be beginner's luck. Alright, there we go, level 62. So we've got more stat points. Let me pour some more points into strength. There we are. Most impressive. Olibu, how'd you get here? I took a shortcut. Now, are you ready for a real fight? There we go. Goku's reached level 63. Okay, you win. I give up. Say, I have an idea. Follow me. So we would, but this is a character gate. Number is the level your character needs to be to pass the barrier. But the number is a clue to who is allowed to pass through the barrier. Go up to the gate and press the A button to open it, but Goku needs to be at a high level to open this gate. As you can see, right now we're level 63, we need to be level 65 to get through there. So as we've been going for over 15 minutes at this point, I'm thinking we'll call it an episode there. So we're going to continue with Goku's adventures in Otherworld next time on Dragon Ball Z Buu's Fury. Thank you all so much for watching, and it is good to be back. I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.